I cannot get over what you two have accomplished. It's a tremendous thing to see across this series. Can you talk a little bit about stepping into it? Like, what does it take to step into a show that demands this much?
I think it requires an open heart and an open mind. These boys experience something that is truly horrific, so empathy and non-judgment should sit at the forefront of your process. At least it did for me. And then at the end of the day, you're an actor and you're a collaborator, right? And you're tasked with working with a great many other very, very talented individuals who are incredible at what they do, and you have to factor in their points of view and their expertise, such as the ones of writers and directors and costumers. And then once you come to some sort of agreement or consensus, it's left up to your ability to play with the other people who have been cast. And I really enjoyed that part. I really enjoyed playing with everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, you just do as much research as you can. I watched testimony religiously all the way up until we were shooting and during the shooting process. I was always listening to him, whether it was in my car, before I was going to sleep. I would fall asleep to him, and yeah, it's just, you just enmesh yourself as much as you can into the world that they were living in. And, you know, you just try and find as much empathy and understanding as you can, and you try to know all of the facts and all of the details, and just to have compassion and integrity.
Integrity certainly shows here. There's a lot of depth in what you're showing. Can you talk a little bit about working with Javier and Chloe? Because you have some fiery scenes between them almost, throughout the whole series.
Yeah, they're both incredible talents. One of the things that you're taught as an actor is to remain present at all times. But then you work with some actors who you literally can't afford not to be present with them, because they're constantly throwing new and exciting things at you. And from take to take, scene to scene, moment to moment, we had no idea what was going to come next from Chloe or Javier. So had to stay quick on your feet. And that means that you had to know who you are, and you had to have a very, very strong point of view in all of your scenes in order to combat the wide range of choices that those two powerhouse actors are capable of.
Yeah, I mean, they're incredible to work with, not only as actors, but just they're very generous human beings, so easy to talk to and to act with. I mean, like Nicholas said, they're so present, and you just don't expect what they're gonna do. They try something new every time, and that's so invigorating and exciting to watch. Even as your character while you're in the scene, you don't know what's gonna happen, and I feel like the best work comes out of that.
Well, the last thing I'd like to know is, can you talk about what was the toughest moment to film? Because you've got some scenes that are super long and incredible to film. Then you've got courtroom drama that pushes a lot of buttons. You've got fire explosions. Was there one that stood out for either of you?
I just remember this one night being so long. It was at the beginning of episode 2 when the brothers are coming out of the house when the police show up, and it was so emotional and draining, and we were up so late, and I feel like I remember going home that night and be like, okay, wow, like that was a really tough day. Yeah.
The courtroom stuff the courtroom scenes were incredibly difficult because that was what I had absolute information of, you know what I mean? Like that we had the court TV footage, right? So I knew what that was supposed to look like. Everything else, all of the events surrounding that is a highly, highly, highly informed suggestion of what that might have looked like. A heavily researched suggestion and interpretation. I almost felt like when it came to the courtroom scenes, there was a correct answer because I had the real footage. So I wanted to be as faithful to that as I possibly could be.
Well, it's tremendous. Congratulations. It's just mind-boggling how much you carry this entire series. It's phenomenal. Thank you.
Thank you.